Hi guys, welcome back to the third episode of the Everton Football Manager save on Football Manager 16. So since you've been gone, a couple of players left on loan. Tyus Brown has gone to Huddersfield, Rico Henry's gone to Charlton, most notable ones. But obviously we've played a couple of matches in the Premier League and the Capital One Cup, which is probably best not to talk about. So you saw us win 2-0 against West Ham. We got a couple of injuries for a couple of weeks, they weren't too bad, they're back now. Then we lost 3-0 to Manchester City. Well, actually, we were quite much in the game for 70 minutes. But they scored, we went for it. And then for some reason, they got two jammy late goals. But if we look at the stats, it wasn't a massive domination. It was more we just couldn't get shots on target. And without Niasse, we lacked going forward. And then we drew 1-0 with Spurs. And this kind of repaid it because although they scored late on, we were much the worse side. They were far better than us, created more chances, were a better side than us and deserved more. But then there was the embarrassment of losing 1-0 to Northampton Town in the Capital One Cup. We were just awful. We had lots of the ball, but we didn't do anything with it. I tried to bring striker after striker on. It didn't do anything. And in the end, we lost 1-0 in a disappointing result. Humiliation, some would say. But we bounced back with a 4-2 win over Newcastle United. They are bottom of the table, so it's not really a great result. But Barkley scored 2, Deulofeu, Correa, Payet, Perez and Xavier. So, yeah, it was alright, 4-2. And we got a 0-0 draw against Chelsea, which is a very good result. We probably actually did deserve some out of the game. We were quite good. Didn't create many chances, though, that were worthy of talking about. And then the last game, we lost 3-1 to West Brom. This is a really disappointing result, because we weren't actually that bad. We created a lot of chances, had a lot of the ball, but just didn't turn it into enough. But the key thing to talk about is, obviously, that was embarrassing. But also, going forward, Lukaku's been really poor, and that's why in today's game, Romelu Lukaku will not start. It's going to be Niasse. We'll go with Niasse, Barkley, Deulofeu, Lennon, Osman, McCarthy, Galloway, Mori, because Jagielka's been injured, Stones, Coleman, and Horn. Coleman played really well against Newcastle, 3 assists. Apart from that, nobody's really stood out yet. Lukaku's been really poor, and that doesn't understate it. So going against Palace today, we need a win. So here, that's going to be the team, as we've already discussed. Palace are below us, 16th. We're 13th. I mean, we've not been that bad. 2 draws, two defeats, but we've had a tough start of the season. So I probably would have took this if you'd offered it to me. But hopefully, I'm going to say that. Try and fire them up. But obviously, if we don't start improving, my job's going to be on the line. Expect the top half. And we've not got off to that start yet. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully, today we can turn this game into a win. So see, we do keep a lot of the ball. We've given away the ball to Wilfried Zaha. That's really poor. Jason Punchin, Johan Cabaye, to Emmanuel Adebayor. He hits the post. And Crystal Palace have the early chance. And yes, we've had a lot of the ball, but we don't seem to do a lot with the ball. MacArthur. It's out to Scott Dan. What is he doing up here? How are we not exploiting this? Are they playing 5 at the back? I know Johan Cabaye sat back in. Bolassi brings the ball forward. Adebayor, Crystal Palace 1, Everton 0. How poor is that from us? That is awful. Just get into spaces that we can't just deal with. It's really disappointing, this as a performance. We should be doing better. Really poor. We're going to have a handsome kick-off, hopefully. McCarthy to Stones, to Coleman, to Funes Mori, to Osman, to Barkley, to Niasse. Niasse, can he turn him around? He can get out to Coleman. Coleman, can he put the ball in? He can. It's in. And Deulofeu scores. Yes! Everton 1, Crystal Palace 1. And we're back on level terms through a Deulofeu header. Not exactly what you'd imagine. He's been alright, Deulofeu. A little bit disappointing on the whole, but he's been okay. He's done okay. But I'm looking for our striker team. Well, Niasse played really well at West Ham. It was just a shame we lost him to injury, but Lukaku's been awfully poor, and that is a terrible throw-in. To give the ball straight to Wilfried Zaha. John Stones doesn't the ball back there well. Niasse. What can he do with it? He can try and bring the ball forward. He's going to get stuck. Funes Mori. We have missed Jagielka. I think we did miss him against West Brom. Galloway. Deulofeu. It's over wide to Coleman. Coleman's going to put in a ball into Lennon. Aaron Lennon, yes, with his 2nd goal of the season. His last goal came against West Brom. Everton 2, Crystal Palace 1, and 2 goals turned to 2 shots turned to 2 goals for Everton. I'm pretty pleased with this. It's good. So we just need to keep this going. But like I say, we've kept the ball really well. I think in every game we've been up there with possession. But overall, it's we've got to do something with the possession, like as shown in the West Brom game. Even when we did something with it, our strikers didn't put the right chance to the net, which is the point. Niasse, it's a great save from, I think it's Hennessy actually. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's McCarthy. We've got to get to this ball. Seamus Coleman does get to this ball. John Stones to Seamus Coleman. John Stones. Can he get the ball in the box? He plays it to Scott Dan. We need to win the ball. Adebayor's got it. We need to get back into shape. If we lose it here, John Stones has got to get to the head of Balassi. He does. Plays it to Timo Horn. He was to blame for the first goal. Oh my god, against the Rondon. Pension. Zaha. It looks like they're going to have a goal here. Soare. Papa Soare. Adebayor. Zaha goal. Yep. Crystal Palace get the second goal of the game. Everton 2, Crystal Palace 2. And in all honesty, we've not been good enough. You know, not been good enough. Not a good enough performance. Johan Kabai's going to put the ball in. Adebayor, it's 3-2 to Crystal Palace. What is going on here, lads? What is going on? It's not good enough. It's really just not good enough. Everton 3-2 down now. And it's just poor from the boys. Boys let me down. You know, real disappointment. Today we can score goals, but we can't defend. And that's going to be the end of Funes Mori's afternoon, because I'd risk Jagielka on 78% to get him off the pitch, because he's been that poor. So we're going to look at the pro zone. So look at the heat map. We're very central, so I'm going to look for us to exploit the flanks straight away. It appears to me that we need to exploit the flanks. It's a real problem already. We're not wide enough. Where are our average? It's alright. Palace keeping a lot more men behind the ball than we are, which is a little bit annoying, you know, getting the ball out. Key passes wise, I've had them from the flank. So maybe as much as going to the flank, we need to try and use the middle more, because, you know, we're not really. Hang on, need to turn the key passes bit off. And click, and click. Not had many shots, so maybe I have time to shoot a bit more, shoot on target. Yeah. So if we tell them to shoot on target, shoot on sight, sorry, exploit the flanks, let's try and whip the crosses a bit more, try and get them there a bit faster, and hopefully that can give us a chance to push along, go back to the pitch. Some disappointing things here. I don't really know how I want to change this tactically, because the thing is though, we're keeping the ball, it's just we need to create more. We need our people behind the strikers like Barkley to do a little bit more, but Joel Ward's got a throw into Wilfred Zaha. It's over the top of Jagielka to Adebayor, and Adebayor scores. What is going? How is he torn us apart? 4-2. Jeez Louise, man. Really disappointing this as Everton performance. You know, you get poor performances, but this is poor. Deulofeu, and Bolassi's going to get it, and Bolassi's going to bring it forward. Bolassi's going to bring this ball forward to Cabai, to Zaha. Puts it wide. I'm going to have to bring on a second strike. We're going to have to give Lukaku a chance. I think we're actually going to go to 3 strikers. I'm going to have to go gun-ho. Oh, no, we're not going to 3 strikers, actually. I have to go to target. I'm going to try and pump some more balls in the... No. Try and put some more balls in the box. Bring Correa on. We'll have to go to like a narrow 4-4-2. So we'll get Correa on. We'll try and go with that. So we'll exploit the middle. We'll play a bit narrower. We're going to have to try and pump balls into the box. Be more direct. Hopefully we can do it more, and hopefully we can give ourselves a chance, because right now this is awful from us. You know, we are putting in a really poor performance, and it's going to be embarrassing to see us lose to Home Palace, a team that we probably should be beating. So Galloway, Niassi lose it to MacArthur, poor. Jason Punchin wins the ball just so easily. Seamus Coleman gets the ball. Ross Barkley, it's up to Correa. Correa scores. Everton 3, Crystal Palace 4. 4-3 to Palace. Disappointing. Still, I don't mind if we scored. We still need to get another goal. Can we get another goal? I don't think we can. I think we'll probably just be a non-highlight. I'm going to check as an overload. You know, you've got to try that. Very fluid. We'll see if that works. See if we can create a chance. Doesn't look like it, does it? Doesn't look hopeful. We'll chuck him forward. We'll go to one more. Let's go to one in midfield. Going to have to try at this point. Just try and chuck them forward in the hope that we can do something. But it looks like, as I said, it's going to be end highlightless. There might be a late chance. Seamus Coleman, James MacArthur, Barkley, Coleman, Osman, Barkley, Correa. Oh, Correa hits the bar. Lukaku! Yes! Everton 4, Crystal Palace 4. What a game to do a live commentary on. What a massive game this has been. It could just be a great, just get us a point from this game. You know, I know it's disappointing we haven't won the game, but to get a point could just be massive. Correa, can we correct anything? It's probably going to be the end highlight. Coleman, MacArthur, Correa, Coleman. Is it? Oh, I thought we might get the point to Lukaku. It looks like that's going to be it. It's going to end Everton 4, Crystal Palace 4. I am still going to be assertive and say that's just... I was unlucky, but I'm not. I don't exactly think that. But 4-4. So you can see we are 12th in the table. Something we do need to improve on, though. Games like this can't happen, and it's poor that it has happened. Disappointing. So the game we're going to come back for is the game against Manchester United away from home, the team that I support. So hopefully we can get a better result then. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, please leave a like and come back and watch the next episode, which will be tomorrow. Thank you.